With as many as 2 million CCTV cameras in Australia, it's no exaggeration to say we're constantly being watched. But what happens if those cameras also recognised our faces and that information is stored on a database that can be accessed without our permission? Well, that's exactly what the government is pushing for.
This really changes the nature of the world that we're in.
Scary stuff, really, really scary stuff.
Imagine if this was your average commute to work. By the time you've started driving or hopped on the bus or the train, a coordinated system of surveillance cameras has begun building a profile of you. The intelligent technology can track your movements and behaviour in real time. It's making notes, and it's all going into a huge database that can be accessed without your permission.
While it may seem far-fetched now, it could be sooner than you realise. Think about it. I haven't even made it to work yet, let alone finish my morning coffee, and I estimate I've been filmed by at least 100 CCTV cameras. Tonight, how those cameras are set to get a whole lot smarter.
From sports stadiums to schools, shopping centres to suburban councils. You may not know it, but facial recognition technology is quietly being rolled out and becoming the norm. And now the government wants to set up a database that would match images of everyone captured on CCTV with their driver's licence and passport photos. They've dubbed the system the capability.
It's written about in the book of Revelation. Could it ever happen? The answer is, unfortunately, yes. Total population control. Bill Binney says that's what the National Security Agency wants. He should know. He was technical director of that agency and worked there for more than 30 years. He became one of their top analysts, perhaps the best code breaker in America, before he resigns because of their domestic spying programs. He's with us now from Washington. Bill, thank you so much for being with us. We're glad to see you.
Well, thanks for having me, Pat.
Look, how big is this apparatus of the NSA? We hear about it, but you know firsthand.
Well, I think there are about 40,000 people working at Fort Meade at NSA headquarters, close to 40,000. And then they have facilities all around the world, plus a number of contractors also associated with them, probably on the order of 100,000, I would think, to 200,000 that work for them directly. So it's a rather large operation. I mean, it's between 10 and $15 billion a year that they spend on it ever since 9/11. So that's, you know, quite a bit of money they're investing in it.
How much data can they acquire? Is there any limit to it?
Actually, the only limit is in terms of money, power, availability, and space to stack equipment to go and collect the material.
Now you've said that the ultimate goal is total population control. In a democracy, that is really scary business.
It's actually a totalitarian process that's been used down through history. I mean, that's what totalitarian dictators, states, that's what they want to do. They want to know everything about the population so they can control it. That was the idea behind the Soviet Union, the East German Stasi, that was their idea, and the Gestapo and the SS, and down through history, many others.
Is our stuff more powerful than those agencies you mentioned?
Yeah, unfortunately it is. That's the real problem I see, is that the capacity is, when you're looking at electronic activity of individuals, like when you use a credit card or when you make a phone call or email anybody on the internet or do chatter on the internet, that can be monitored in near real time if necessary. Otherwise, they can capture it, collect it, store it, and then retroactively analyze it. So it's something that it provides the opportunity to monitor everybody in the country, in fact, most everybody in the world, in near real time throughout the day. And that's really 1984 on steroids, really.